Hello everybody! My name is Kenya K. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links today. Sorry about the delay. I basically had to get some stuff done. Before I started streaming, so that's just kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's something that I had to do, but it is there. Hold on. I am expecting a call later today. Let me put this down really quick. Okay, let me just put that down really quick. Yeah, unfortunately I've got some stuff to do later in the day, so there is that. But hopefully we get to at least get some duels done beforehand. Hold on, this audio is actually really loud. Turn the audio down. It's so loud. Oh my gosh! I can actually hear myself again. Hold on, that means I probably have to bring it back up on OBS. Okay, how's that? Is that probably fine? That is probably fine. Hopefully the audio doesn't... Okay, I think that audio is probably fine. Okay, there we go. Anyways, I'm going to be polling for today. So, I did poll a little bit. Well, I didn't exactly poll. I bought one copy of the structure deck. Because I was running out of, like, my gems were about to expire, so I had to just spend it on something because Konami, apparently, don't you know, gems, diamonds, emeralds, they're just like bananas. They have expiration dates, apparently, according to Konami. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is literally the only game I know that does this. Genshin doesn't do this. Wuthering Waves doesn't do this. Only Co-Money. Only Co-Money, they be doing Co-Money things. So I did buy, one copy of this. I mean, like, I have two now. I don't know how many I'm supposed to be running, because I have most of these already. Like, maybe this one. What does this one even do? Send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Change the original attack of one face-up, level 8 or lower monster on your opponent's field with the same attack as this card to 0 until the end of the turn. Then, if you have 7 Roads Magician in your graveyard, draw one card. I don't think this is that important, because the deck just kind of has crazy attack anyways. What does this one do? Oh, this is a level 5, which means it's automatically useless. Send one trap card from your hand to the graveyard. Okay, this card is automatically useless. There are no trap cards! Konami! You have forgotten to give us actual trap cards. They don't work. Let's see here. I already have 3 copies of Seven's Road Sorcerer, apparently. I don't know where I got the 3rd one. Send one monster with 0 attack from your hand to the graveyard. Target one face-up monster you control. This turn, that face-up monster's original attack becomes 100. Also, that face-up monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. I don't know what this is for. I don't think this card does anything. So far, I don't think I need Wiz or Warlock. I mean, Warlock is completely useless. And Wiz is situationally good, but I don't think is good enough to warrant going into the structure deck again. I have no idea where I got this 3rd copy of Seven's Road Sorcerer. I don't even know how useful it is. I mean, I have 2 copies of Seven's Road Charmy Witch here, but, like, I don't know how useful it's going to be since, like, your extra deck can only hold, like, -7 cards, so I don't think you can even include 3 copies of this. Anyways, that's not what we're here. We're here for the random polling. And I need to pull from the special items instead that they hide away behind 17 different menus. Because Konami, jeez, like, every other gacha game that I know of, they just shove the special bundles directly in your face. And if you don't click on the special bundles, they'll just alert you to the special bundles like non-stop. Only Konami is going, oh, we don't have any special bundles. No, just pull normally. Special bundles? What's that? Okay, so we got like rush stuff, right? I think I bought all the rush stuff already. So we got compulsionary evacuation device, which is by far the single best trap card in this entire game because Konami refuses to release any other trap cards. No other trap cards exist according to Konami. Hammer Shot, which is basically Power Crept Tribute to the Doomed. So yeah, there is that. Gimme! I would like these, please. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a good time. I have my leftover tea from yesterday. There's like a little bit left. Wind Spirit's Protection! I don't know what this does, but it's a normal card rarity thing, so it's probably garbage. So one card from your hand to the graveyard, one face-up spellcaster monster on your field gains 1000 attack. I mean, it's neat, but I don't think it's worth the spell trap slot for it. Nova Spark. When your opponent special summons a monster, summon up to 3 Galaxy-type normal monsters from your hand, face up to your field. Okay, Konami, your trap card that you have released, it does nothing. It hasn't done anything. I don't think this card does anything. Defender of the Dragon Sorcerers. This one card that released in, like, probably the first Sevens or Go Rush pack. The OCG. And they waited until now to put it in. Send one Spellcaster. Okay, Spellcaster or Dragon type, which means that this released in one of the first 7 sets in the OCG. It's just Konami has forgotten that it exists. Send one Spellcaster or Dragon type monster from your hand to the graveyard. One monster in your field cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effect this turn. There are no card effects that happen that destroy monsters during your own turn. Activated by your opponent. This card is completely useless, Konami. Why did you put this game in? Why did you put this card in here? This card, it doesn't do anything. Dragging counter. This one is annoying, but I don't think it's that good. When your opponent normal special summons a monster, special summon one dragon type monster from your hand face up to your field. It was good in early Rush, but because basically you just cheat out a Dragius, like a 2500 attack Dragius, but it's like a vanilla monster on your opponent's turn, and your opponent can easily get past it because there's so many attack boosting effects. So this card no longer does anything. Oh my gosh, Star Bits from Mario Galaxy. What do Star Bits even taste like? I'm wondering. Send 3 level 1 face-up level 1 Galaxy type monsters from the field to the graveyard. Destroy 1 face-up level 8 or lower monster in your opponent's field. I mean, I don't think this card is good. Holy Void Velg. This card is really good. I don't know why they made this so rare. It should be like an SR or higher, but you know what? I'm not complaining. Void Velgear plus Dark Prophet. During your main phase that you special summon this card, special summon 1 level 8 Galaxy type monster in your graveyard face up to your field. So that's probably going to be Krisiakra. The monster special summoned by this effect cannot be destroyed by card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. So the second effect doesn't do anything. The second effect doesn't exist. Oh, shiny! Galactic Enforcer. Peace Dragon? I've never seen this card before in my life. If you have 10 or more cards in your deck and 3 spell cards in your graveyard. Okay, so it specifically needs 3. It cannot use 2, it cannot use 3 or higher, which means that this card is completely useless. Each player gains 1,000 life points. Like, why? What does this card even do? Void Vel Krasnarak. This card is so ugly. I don't like this card, it's so ugly. Your opponent has 2 or more monsters on their field. Send the top 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard if a Dark Attribute Galaxy monster is among those cards. This turn, this card can attack up to the number of Dark Attribute Galaxy monsters Okay. So basically, your opponent has 2 or more monsters on their field. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, okay. And if you send a dark attribute, this card gains bolt type. If 3 dark attribute galaxy type monsters with the same level are sent to the graveyard, you consider all face up level 8 or lower. Okay, that second effect is never going to happen, so that second effect is completely useless. Why did Konami waste card space? I don't know. I got another one of that one. Dark Hole device! Mom, did we get Dark Hole? Now, Billy, we have Dark Hole at home. Dark Hole at home. I mean, it's neat, but it's kind of annoying to pull off. It is literally just, you send 3 face-up, dark attribute galaxies, blow up your field, or you send 1 dark galaxy fusion, and you blow up the entire field, and then you add a galaxy-type monster from graveyard to hand, which... There's probably a combo there somewhere. I don't remember what the combo is. I think some of the Dark Galaxies are immune to destruction by card effects, so that's kind of a combo there. Dragon counter, Dragon's Fortitude. Oh my gosh, they unbenched the Dragon's Fortitude. You no longer have to spend real money to get this card. Because reasons? Because that's the thing that Konami does. Galactica Adagarin. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. Gain, so basically the second effect does not exist. This card is gain 200 attack defense. So basically this card does nothing. So what you're telling me is that this card doesn't do anything. Another Adagarin. Lily Slayer. During the turn you normal summon this card, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. If a spellcaster monster was sent to the graveyard by this effect, this face-up card can also be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a dark attribute spellcaster monster in attack position. I think this card is pretty good. Well, considering that it's a normal monster, it's pretty good for normal rarity, because like usually the normal rarity cards do absolutely nothing. Excel Wonder Flare. Shuffle 1 monster from your graveyard into the deck. Inflict 400 damage to your opponent. If you inflict damage, you can make 1 face-up monster on your field become a spellcaster type. Not entirely sure what this card is supposed to be used for. Dragon counter, Twin Edge Dragon, Dragon's Fortitude. Galactic Repulsion. You have 3 face-up galaxy type normal monsters in your field. Return 1 level 8 or lower monster on your opponent's field to hand. I mean, it's decent, but I don't think it's worth a spell trap slot. Oh, Void Belt Protostar. I think this card is pretty good. It's just Globule plus Dark Prophet, which, I mean, you're gonna run 3 copies of both anyway, so might as well run this. Add 1 level 4 or lower Dark Galaxy monster from your graveyard to the hand. If you have Dark Hole in your graveyard, you can also choose 1 level 8 monster in your graveyard and special summon it face up to your field. So I think that the Dark Galaxy mills a lot, like a ridiculous amount, so that's not too hard to pull off. Plus, this just requires Globule and Dark Prophet, so I think this is pretty easy to get out. It does have 2400 attack, which isn't the best, but it does have 2800 defense, which, I mean, is kind of good? Maybe? Right, Sentinel, Void Bell Kepakhlech. Galactica Fuse Eve. I do think this card is pretty good. It's just Galacticara Eve itself, the material isn't very good, but this is very generic. It just requires Eve plus 1 light attribute galaxy type monster. Requirement: place 1 fusion from your graveyard on the top of bottom of your deck, which you will always have because this card runs fusion. This deck runs fusion. Draw 1 card, then special summon 1 galaxy type normal monster from your graveyard to face up on your field. So basically, you just fuse this, and you'll automatically have fusion in your graveyard, and then you can put the fusion on the top or bottom of your deck, and then automatically draw 1, then you can special summon a galaxy normal monster, which is probably going to be Galactica Oblivion. Another Theogonia. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Theogonia? Gonia Theo? Another confetti thing, another Axel Wonder Flare. Do I get a shiny? Can I get a shiny here? Dark Prophet, let's go! Dark Prophet is a really good card that the Yugioh AI has for some reason, I think. During the turn, you normal summon this card, shuffle 3 Dark Galaxy-type monsters from the graveyard into the deck. Add 1 fusion from the graveyard to your hand. Yeah, so that's basically just a built-in fusion. Kind of. Not really. Other future Dark Galaxy support will have built-in fusions, but this is the closest thing to built-in fusion we have. Transam July. If you have a face-up monster on your field of 1600 or more attack, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Choose 1 face-up level 4 light attribute galaxy monster on your field. This turn, that monster can make up to 2 attacks on monsters. I mean, you're going to choose, like, the only thing you're basically going to choose is probably Transamu Rhynak. So, you have 1600 attack vanilla, able to attack twice, specifically only on monsters. This card is garbage. This card doesn't do anything. Just run the other Transamu thing. I don't remember what it's called. Second Dark Hole device. And it's a slightly shinier Dark Hole device. It attracts all of its light into it, therefore it makes itself slightly shinier. Okay, so I got Compulsionary Evac, so that's pretty good. Next is the Hammer Shot. Give it to me. Give me the Hammer Shot. I'm not getting any URs in that pack. Sag. Meanwhile, Master Duel is guaranteed. Space Fusion Extra Plasma. Extraplorer? Is that how they localize the name? Not Extraplorer. It's Extra Space Plorer. I don't know if I like that. Plus 1 attribute, light attribute galaxy type monster. So this card is actually ridiculously good. Send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Destroy 1 spell trap card on your opponent's field. So the spell trap destruction is pretty neat. However, the more important thing is that this card is ridiculously generic. So you can really easily bring out a 3000 attack vanilla beat stick. I mean, destroying a spell trap is also really good, but Konami really hates trap cards. So, I don't know how useful destroying your spell traps are in this format. Well, we did get new new trap stuff, so that might be relevant. I don't know how often people are going to be playing it. Fortitude Dragon! Finally! A way to get this card without spending real-world money! Because, you know, Konami. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. 1 face-up monster with 2000 or more attack in your opponent's field loses 400 until the end of the turn. Then, set 1 Dragon's Fortitude in your graveyard in your spell trap zone. This is decent. You do want to be running this with Dragon's Fortitude, but you don't always want to be running Dragon's Fortitude. Sometimes your deck is just doesn't have the space to be running it. Because Dragon's Fortitude is situationally pretty good, but requires a lot of setup and is kind of clunky to use. I see an Overrush rare. Void Veiled Apocalypse. You can't even read its name. It's the Overrush rares, it's so difficult to read names if they're like this. It's just Vel Apocalypse. You can't read anything else. Void Veiled Pale Rider plus Dark Prophet is another thing that is ridiculously easy to summon because they're just low-level monsters plus fusion. And plus Dark Prophet gets you a fusion from your graveyard anyways. Requirement: send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Effect this turn. This card gains 1000 attack and cannot be destroyed by card effects. So basically this card just gains 1000 attack. That is all it does. If you activated this effect during your main phase that you special summon this card, you can add 1 Dark Hole from the graveyard to the hand. Okay, so there is synergy with Dark Hole. You can summon this, add Dark Hole, blow up your entire field plus your opponent's field. This one does not get blown up because it cannot be blown up during your turn. So there's that. Dry, Nova Spark, Fortitude. the Fire Dragon. This is instantly going to get killed by anything that has piercing. Right, Sentinel, a shiny Rattling. Merchant, Mystic Dealer, Explorer. Explorer is really good. Send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. This card gains 300 attack until the end of your turn. If you have 5 or more Galaxy, you can add 1 Galaxy type normal monster and or 1 fusion from your deck to the hand. From your graveyard to the hand. So yeah, basically you just summon this. If you already have fusion in your graveyard and 5 or more Galaxy type monsters from your graveyard, you can automatically just make the fusion like willy-nilly. This card is so good. It's also kind of really funny looking. It's just a spaceship. It is literally a space ship. It is a ship in space. Darkhold Vice. A Gatling. Ooh, shiny. Can I get a shiny? Executing Riding! The second best trap card in this entire format because all the other trap cards, they don't do anything. Fancy Art, Army Productions. Hello, welcome back to the stream. Requirement. When your opponent normal or special summons an effect monster face up, special summon 1 monster with attack less than or equal to that monster from your graveyard to your field in face-up attack position. Then you can make up to 2 face-up monsters on your opponent's field, lose 1800 attack until the end of the turn. So I think they did make this card a limit 3, so you can't run it with like new Galaxy stuff, but you can run it in the new 7's Road stuff. You do need an empty field slot. You do need board space in order to play this, so there's that. This is technically part of the XQD archetype. However, Konami has only released bits and bobs of the XQD archetype for some reason. Because, you know, reasons. Extra Plasma! It's just Explorer. It's just the Explorer card art, except yellow. Begonia. Another Begonia. And a Gatling. Real spaceship. It's like the basic DR Doctor Who episode. Is it worth to buy the new structure deck? I think the structure deck is the 7's Road stuff. The 7's Road structure deck I think is really good. And best part is, I think you only need 2 of them. The only reason why you would get, like, pay money for the 3rd copy of them for it is to get another copy of, I think it's like Charmy Witch. I think Charmy Witch is really good. The 7's Road Witch fusion thing that comes with the structure deck. I think that card is really good, but, like, it would be nice if you have 3 of them in your deck, but realistically, you probably only need 2, because you're not going to be summoning, like, 3 of them every duel. So, if you don't want to spend real-world money to grab the 3rd copy of that, you probably only need 2 copies of the structure deck. You do need to go into the box in order to make that deck work, but I mean, the box is ridiculously good already, so you're probably going into the box already, so there's that. However, the one caveat is, I believe, we're getting a Yuma structure deck in the 17th, and featuring Utopia Double, and if you really want Yuma's deck, then you might be a little tight on gems. Got a really nice 10-pole, 6 URs. Ooh, nice. Unfortunately, Duel Links works different from Master Duel in that you kind of have to, even if you get all the URs, you kind of have to go through the entire box anyways, if you want the SRs. Ooh, shiny. Can I get a shiny? Strange Witch. Let's go. Strange Witch is ridiculously good in the 7's Road structure deck thing. They didn't include it because they want you to go through this pack. Duel Links drop rates are hot garbo. You can't even craft. I would be fine with that if you could, like, craft cards, but you can't because Konami says nah. Even Pokemon TCG Live lets you craft cards. And Pokemon TCG Live sucks. That app is terribly maintained and has a million bajillion different bugs, including a daily mission, infinite daily mission exploit that you can do that they didn't patch out for like 3 months. Don't tell anyone that I said that. You heard nothing? I know nothing? Okay, Strange Witch. If you have no other monsters on your field, effect, special summon the 1/7's Road Charmy Witch, or 1/7's Road Witch from your graveyard face up to your field, then you can add 1 fusion from the graveyard to your hand. This card is ridiculously good. 7's Road Charmy Witch requires 7's Road Witch plus 1 level 1 Earth Spellcaster, which is going to be this. And then this one just gets you 7's Road Witch from the graveyard plus fusion. So, yeah, this card is ridiculously good. It makes 7's Road Charmy Witch ridiculously easy to summon. I watch enough Duel Links poll videos that are like 20 minutes edited to know the true pain just to get one deck. I know, it sucks! You have to go through like 17 different boxes, and you have to go through all of those boxes 3 times. You can't even build like a full power structure deck either, because you need to pay real world money for the structure decks. I mean, this one at least they give you one for free, but you have to spend gems in the second one, and if you want the third one, you have to pay real world money. And for most structure decks, you have to buy the first one with gems, and then the second and third ones, you have to spend real world money, because co-money. If anyone says co-money, this is the game they're referring to. This is where that term became popular. But yeah, for this deck, I don't know if you use this card. I don't know where I got the 3rd copy of this from. But realistically, with the structure deck, you're probably not going to be using 7's Road Warlock. You might use 7's Road Wiz, but even if you are, this is probably not going to be a 3-of. 7's Road Magician and Witch. I mean, if you've already frequently pulled on Rush Duel stuff, then you probably already have these. 7's Road Sorcerer is kind of useful. I'm not sure how useful it is. You probably don't even need to run this. I'll have to buy flowers for my mom tomorrow with her money, because I'm broke. I had everything, but mostly myself. Thanks, Co-Money. Thanks, Co-Money! Wait, is it Mother's Day tomorrow? You know, I should probably pay more attention to that stuff. Okay, so for the rest of the stuff in this deck, there is 2 copies of 7's Road Charming Witch. Ideally, you'd like 3 of these, but realistically, you probably only need 2. There's also 7's Paladin, which, if you pulled for the Fusion pack that came out right when Go Rush released, then you probably already have this. But realistically, you also probably don't need more than 2 copies of these. And everything else in here is just, you probably already have. Sunday. I gotta pay more attention to stuff. Okay, I think that was all the special bundle things. Or Rush Duel, at least. Okay, yeah, that was everything. Remember when people were running Summon Skull? No one runs that anymore. Because it's a vanilla that doesn't do anything. Okay, let's continue to pull these. You know what I hate is that they're currently doing a campaign for some of the older boxes that is half off. I want to make a Red Dragon Archfiend deck, and I need to pull from one of the really old decks for Crimson Resonator. But I can't because I'm also pulling for this, and once I finally get enough gems to pull for the Crimson Resonator pack, it's probably going to be full price again. Hey, no worries, I only was reminded of it because one streamer has Animal Crossing on their schedule because their mother would really like to see it. I haven't played Animal Crossing in years. I used to play it religiously, and then at one point, like during Wild World, I think it was Wild World. Wild World on the 3DS or the DS, I don't remember which one. Ooh, Dragonic Scout. I just got bored of it. I just got sick of it one day, and then I just got Animal Crossing fatigue. I tried playing New Leaf, and I played it for like about a week, and then I got bored. And then ever since then, I'm no longer able to play any sort of simulation game or like life simulation game ever. I just get incredibly bored. Never gotten into it. The Switch design looks really nice though. I don't remember what this card does. If the only monsters in your graveyard are High Dragon and or Dragon type monsters, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Increase this card's level by 4. Okay, so it works with Dragonic Slayer. Then you can add 1 level 7 Earth attribute Dragon type monster from the graveyard to the hand. I mean, it works with Dragonic Slayer, but I don't think Dragonic Slayer is good anymore. Remember when it used to be good? Remember when it used to be broken? Now it isn't anymore. Because Dragonic Slayer's only purpose is to pop trap cards, and there are no good trap cards in this game anymore. The only Animal Crossing I could have gotten was the one on Loose, which was a bad Mario Party. My brother was really into, island tour, island hopping, funny island thing, but that was mostly because of the pandemic. He doesn't play a lot of games anymore. Oh, can I get a shiny? Oh, I see me a shiny. Hold on. From the card art, this looks like a Seven's Road Ultimate Witch. Seven's Road Ultimate Witch. This card is ridiculously clunky to use. And I had Dark Souls during that time. I think I was playing... What was I playing at the time? I don't remember. Speaking of which, I need to finish... I need to finish playing, Unicorn Overlord. I kind of stopped for a while. I stopped playing Unicorn Overlord because I think another game that I wanted to play came out. And then so I just played that and never got back into it. Also, my Pro Controller is drifting, so that is also another thing that's contributing to me not finishing Unicorn Overlord. Seven's Road Ultimate Witch. Oh my gosh, her name is slightly easier to read because of the background here. Seven's Road Witch plus 1 Magical Knight or 1 Spellcaster type fusion monster. Magical Knights are always going to be fusion monsters, so this requires Seven's Road Witch, which requires a tribute because that is a level 7, and 1 other fusion, which requires more fusion stuff. So this card is going to be ridiculously difficult to summon. I think there's guides on how to fix the stick drift. I tried using the guides. I even took the controller apart. It didn't work. I couldn't figure out how to fix the drift. Effect, shuffle 1 spell card from your opponent's graveyard into the deck. And you can add 1 spell card from your graveyard to your hand. Also, for the rest of the turn, you can only activate 1 normal spell card. This is probably... I mean, they're good spell cards, but I don't think any of them are good enough to warrant, like, going out of your way to special summon this. Like, really, you're just summoning the Charmy Witch? Charmy Witch is probably better than this. It is big, and there is that, but if you're summoning this because you can, not because you want to. It's just, if you're able to special summon this, then you special summon this. Otherwise, it's not worth going through the hoops to special summon this. So you're probably just gonna add, like, probably a Legend spell, maybe Hammer Shot, but realistically, you're probably only going to be adding, the Spellcaster MST. Dragon's Fortitude, Extra Plasma, Protostar. Oh, another shiny! Oh wait, no, this is Dragonic Slayer, isn't it? Or, sorry, Dragonic Demolisher. I don't actually know what this card does. It's an SR with an over rare. With an overrush rare. Unironically right, by the way, I read, like, the infamous card that everyone says when pendulums are too convoluted, and it's really good as a joke. I mean, it is cool, it does have cool artwork. I have a sinking suspicion that Konami probably censored it in some way. They probably censored her skirt or something. I remember the Japanese version, her skirt being shorter. Because we can't have nice things in our children's card game that is only played by adults. There are no kids that play this game. Actually, I went to the I went to my locals the other day. Not locals. I went to this one like card shop convention the other day, and there's this one like 7-year-old like pointing like trying to get his dad's attention and pointing at the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'm like, ooh, one of us, this game isn't dead. There's actual children playing this children's card game. It's a miracle. But he was the only one that I saw. Everyone else was more interested in like Pokemon, which is not surprising. Requirement: if the only monsters in your graveyard are high dragon and or dragon monsters, send one monster from your hand to graveyard, destroy one face-up level 8 or lower monster on your opponent's field, then you can special summon one Dragonic Slayer from graveyard to your field in face-up defense position. I mean, it's good, but most of the time, fusions are level 9 or higher, and there's no way this is going to affect maximums. And once rituals get added to the game, there's no way they're going to affect rituals. Actually, no. I don't remember what it's called. It's like kind of it's a Gunpla archetype that uses ritual monsters. The ritual monsters have level 8 rituals, which I think is pretty cool. One of us, gobble gobble. Time to 3-0 them with Power Dragon Ruler Fiendsmith Tearment. You forgot the Molcharmy Perulia. We need to add the Molcharmy Perulia in there. I can't duel at locals anymore. My friend who I usually duel with, he has 3 copies of Molcharmy Perulia, and I'm like, I can't beat this! I don't have like $140 to spend on Perulia. Darkhold Vice. Extra Plasma. Ooh, another one. I don't know which one this is. It's not telling me. Ooh, Gigantomachia. This is also going to be ridiculously difficult to bring out. This requires Requiem and Chrysorla, which are 2 level 8 monsters. Brother's still not having a budget deck that plays through Max C. Tragic. I know, right? No, just build... Just build, I don't remember what it's called. Just build Draco Slayer Forehead. Surely Draco Slayer is the deck that fixes the format. Send one card from your hand to graveyard. Destroy one spell trap on the field. Also, this card gains 500 attack and can attack twice this turn. I mean, this card is decent. It's a spell trap removal, but I don't think spell trap removal is good enough to warrant fusing 2 level 8 monsters together. So you're not going out of your... It's just like Ultima Witch. You're not going out of your way. This is not the end goal of the deck. It's just, if you're able to summon this, then yeah, just summon it. And then it gets instantly killed by a emergency evacuation device. To be fair, Morganite anti-meta is quite fun. Haven't gotten the Galactica Eve or the Eternal Galactica Oblivion though. Eternal Galactica Oblivion is ridiculously good. It's really generic. It requires Galactica Oblivion plus 2 light attribute galaxy type monsters, and is also very cool looking. I want a copy of this IRL, but I can't have one because Konami said so. I think I just need the Galactica Eve. I don't know what this card here does. I don't think it's that important. Other Fusion, Begonia, Extra Plasma, Fuse Eve. Nope, not yet. What does this even do? Double Twin Dragon. Shuffle 3 monsters from the graveyard into the deck. This turn, if you tribute summon a level 7 dragon who in attack position, this face-up card can be treated as 2 tributes. This turn, you can only attack with high dragon or dragon monsters. Okay, this card is pretty decent. You can get out your Dragius easier, but that's basically all it does. The Wicked God cards. I forgot that those existed. There's so little support for them that I'm pretty sure even Konami has forgotten that they exist. Because, you know, like, Morphtronics and Vehicleroids, Konami has forgotten that they exist. But at least they're kind of interesting looking, so the player base hasn't forgotten that they exist. However, I'm pretty sure that the player base has forgotten that the Wicked Gods exist. The player base has also forgotten that, Phantasm Beasts, the Phantasm cards exist, except for people who play Yubel. Even then, probably, they still forget that they exist. Look, if Blue Eyes got a reboot, then the Wicked Gods need it. I did hear that Dark Magician would be getting new support. I haven't read the new Dark Magician support yet, but I have heard that it is pretty... Well, I won't say good because I haven't heard that, but I have heard that it is at least interesting. Hello, Double Twin Dragon. Wait, it's just a dragon, 2 dragons, wrapped around another dragon dude that has a dragon for the tail. This isn't Double Twin Dragon, this is Quadruple Dragon. Quadruplet Dragon. Not seeing anything yet. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna have to... Am I gonna have to go to the very bottom of this pack again? The very bottom of the box again? You add a legend card to your deck. Add legend cards to all of my deck. Well, there are some decks that don't need legend cards, is what I would have said before Pot of Greed existed. But I haven't made the new decks from the new support yet. So technically I haven't yet. Bang! Okay! Eternal Galactica Oblivion, finally! Galactic Oblivion, plus 2 light attribute Galaxy type monsters. Shuffle 5 Galaxy monsters from graveyard into the deck. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. This turn, this card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's trap card effects. This top effect doesn't exist. There are no trap cards to destroy your monsters. Because Konami refuses to release any. Also, this card gains attack equal to the number of monsters in the graveyard times 300 until the end of the turn. So, its ceiling isn't as good as Gigantomachia, but it is infinitely easier to summon. And is just very large. Are we free? We need to open more boxes, don't we? I need to open more boxes. I still need to go through the box 2 more times, and I still need to pull Galactica Eve. Come on! Escalators! Eels. Escalators! Eels. I like how the fusion is rare, but the material is an SR. Escalators! Eels! Do I really have to go to the very bottom of the deck? Really? You're doing this again, Konami? Best anime character is Luffy. Gum Jet Pistol. Hello, I'm John Konami. Yes, this is your life now, also your organs. I tried watching, I tried really hard to watch One Piece, but I think I made it to episode 12 or something, and then I just had to stop because nothing was happening. Finally, Galacticar Eve, a slightly shinier Galacticar Eve. Oh! Oh, you're so generous! I saved I saved 50 gems. You're so generous, John Konami. Ah! We have Void Belt Apocalypse, Bright Sentinel, and a copy of Fusion, of which I have 66 copies of these are. But I think I made it to that one episode where I was explaining Zoro's backstory. I think it was Zoro, the triple sword dude that Luffy meets early on. It was like meeting that guy, but it just came off of basically like 3 filler episodes that don't really do anything. And then it's just like, and then suddenly it gave me a flashback episode, and I just suddenly lost all interest. Like, everyone says that that episode is really important and that I shouldn't skip it, but I can't bring myself to watch it after like 3 or 5 different filler episodes. So I kinda just gave up on it, and I'm just waiting on the rumored One Piece reboot that it is rumored to be in production. So there is that. I'm probably just gonna wait until the reboot to watch it again. I'm on season 16 of One Piece. Stop getting lost, Moss Head. Reboot was live action. Oh no! But I have heard that they are making like an actual anime reboot. I'm gonna skip these. Well, okay, I'm gonna pull this one. Oh! Gigantomachia! I'm gonna skip the rest of these because I already went through the box ones. Okay, I only got Gigantomachia, and that's basically it. A live action One Piece slaps. It does! And I don't know why. Because that is the only live action anime Netflix thing that I know of that people are saying is really good, and all of the other ones are absolutely garbage. I think they already did that though. They reanimated the old arcs into movies a while ago. Live action One Piece is trash. Personally, I wouldn't know because I don't watch One Piece. But I have heard that a lot of the Netflix adaptations of stuff usually sucks. Cough, cough, Devil May Cry. They turned Dante into basically a beta male and replaced him with a woman. Because that's what you do in 2025. Don't you know? Pens of Bleach for one for the most part is pretty decent. Ghost in the Shell live action movie is trash. I think it's like a mixed bag. However, it's funnier to say that they all suck, so everyone says that they all suck. Because everyone likes dealing with absolutes. Only the Sith deal in absolutes. Only the Sith plus everyone else as well. Okay, Eternal Galactic Oblivion. Now I just need Fortitude Dragon and Extra Floor. So I guess I'll just open these one at a time then. I don't think I'm gonna get these. I'm probably gonna have to go to the bottom of the box again, but I mean, in the small chance that I don't, I'll just go through these one at a time. Why does it give me the weird Karibot animation? The Karibot animation does seemingly nothing. Because it gave me the triple Karibot animation and it gave me absolutely nothing. It's just like the opening packs in Master Duel. Sometimes it gives you Utopia Future, but Utopia Future doesn't do anything. It's very strange. I mean, that's what most of the OG DMC anime did as well, for half of it. And that was a Trish show. Was Trish at least hot? I've never played DMC, so I don't know what Trish looks like. I think she's the hot one. I don't know if that in the Netflix anime. I don't know if that was Trish, but I looked at her and she was the ugliest person that I ever saw. And I'm pretty sure ugly and or androgynous women are basically antithetical to the entire premise of DMC. Okay, so I got Fortitude Dragon. I need extra Chlor. Basically, I think once the Netflix anime dropped, I got so many YouTube recommendations on my feed of videos saying how trash the anime is. If you want, like, a girl boss anime, if you want a girl boss anime based off of a DMC game, just go with Bayonetta. Actually, no, they probably hate Bayonetta because Bayonetta is hot. That's a lot of words for someone who just admitted to never play the DMC games. I know of DMC. I played as Dante in Marvel vs. Capcom, and I played as Dante. Really? I have to go to the very bottom of the pack again? And I played as Dante in the fan game Super Smash Bros. Crusade, and I have played Bayonetta. And I have played Beautiful Joe and The Wonderful 101. That is basically all the experience I have with DMC. Actually, no, I've played DMC Devil May Cry. You know that one, like, reboot that everyone hated? With that one black-haired Dante, and then, like, a wig gets blown onto his hair, and he's like, never in a million years. I played that because the demo appeared on my main homepage on my PlayStation 3, and so I just played that, and I was like, I don't get it. And then I never played the game again. Thought everyone just hated the anime because Lady swears a lot, which is funny because people love the Castlevania anime where they do that constantly. I think they hate the anime because Dante does not act like himself. Dante does not act like a badass womanizer in that game or something. Which, like, if you think about it, Bayonetta is basically female Dante. And so, if you have Bayonetta become incredibly lame, then people would hate that too, because Bayonetta is supposed to be incredibly confident and incredibly sexy, and throws around her sex appeal like a weapon. Meanwhile, Dante is supposed to be, like, incredibly badass and incredibly extroverted, and I think in the anime they made him, like, basically a beta male that loses all the time. I do occasionally watch shows based on... I occasionally watch breakdowns of things that I'm not familiar with, because I think they are interesting to look at. Like, for example, the only Hoyo game that I play is ZZZ, but I occasionally watch, breakdowns comparing different Hoyo games to each other, because I think they're really interesting. Why can't I grab all of these gems at once? I have to grab all of these one at a time. I have to do this 25 more times. No, Dante loses constantly in the games as well. Bro has more swords than you have bad pull luck. I think it's like... I think the argument was, they made him not badass and maybe not as flamboyant. But like he said, I'm not that familiar with it because I've neither played the DMC games nor have watched the anime. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I probably will never watch the anime. Some Netflix anime are pretty good, but I think most Netflix anime adaptations from other properties are kind of bad. Well, they're not all bad, but the ones that are bad are legendarily bad. And I'm like, do I want to give this anime my time? Do I want to give this anime my hard-fought time when I could be literally doing anything else? I don't know what this is, but I have it. Dorado, Constructor, Princess Pylon. How many copies of this do I have? I have 5 copies of these, apparently. Okay, back to the mines we go. Back to the box mines we go. Okay, I need to basically pull on this one more time, and then I can start dueling. Okay, Dorado. My favorite vanilla 1100 attack beatstick. Oh, I got Galactica Oblivion already. I mean, that doesn't actually mean anything since I have to get all of these. Because that's how Duel Links works. I wanted to get the Yuma deck. I wanted to get the Yuma structure deck. Number 39 Utopia is probably my favorite protagonist ace monster in the entire series. Okay, I got 4 this time. It's probably my favorite ace monster in the entire anime series. But they're putting Utopia right next to this pack, and I'm like, but why? Why? You're releasing another speed duel pack as well, probably containing Utopia support. And I'm like, but why? You just released a speed duel pack literally like a week ago. You just got one. Meanwhile, rush duels, we have to wait like 3 to 4 months before the next pack comes out. Sometimes it's literally just half a year. I think it was half a year, or at least like 5 to 6 months when the first Rush Duel pack came out, then we just had to wait until the next one came. And the format was so stale because it was the first format, and the cards basically just contained a bunch of vanilla monsters and no interesting cards like maximums or fusions. You'll be surprised I know a guy who never shuts up about vanilla Eldine, his waifu, I suppose. That is completely fair. I really have to go to the very bottom again? Really? Really? I've saved 50 gems. I've saved 50 gems. Okay. I've saved... Oh! This game is so generous. I've saved 100 gems. 100 whole gems. We're pulling on this pack. Okay, well, at least I can finally start making the decks now. I don't even recognize Duel Links anymore, it's been a while. I mean, it now looks like this. Duel Links now looks like this. However, I find this UI to be incredibly confusing. I find this UI to be incredibly confusing, so I just set it back to that. You know what's funny is I actually recognize Yugioh's voice actor from somewhere. I don't know if you've ever seen the I think it's called like something Loser Ranger anime, where this one like combatant D is tired of losing all the time, and then so he like pretends to be like a ranger and stuff, and the anime is actually kind of dark. But I think like the Blue Ranger, I think Yugioh's voice actor actually plays the Blue Ranger. It's just I didn't realize it until a couple of days ago because I didn't watch the anime until then. Yeah, it is very strange that I just randomly recognize voice actors from Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I think I can probably copy this deck to another deck and just use this deck as a shell. Wait, what? What just happened? Did I copy this deck properly? Copy deck. Copy this deck to another deck. That one. Okay. There we go, deck copy. When I played Duel Links, D-Saw was still a huge thing in Duel Links. I do have 2 copies of this. Okay. Yeah, the skills are crazy. The hero skill just gives you a free copy of Super Poly from your deck, and generates a copy of Poly from outside your deck for free. And there's literally nothing you can do to interact with it, because you can't interact with skill activations, and you can't interact with Super Poly, so I'm like, what are you supposed to do? Interaction was literally the whole point of Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami. Why have you done this? D-Sada's Dark Side of Dimension, by the way. Yeah, it is. I do like the D-Sada animations, though. The D-Sada, some of the D-Sada animations are really improved from their, DMs. Okay, let's make the Dark Galaxy deck. Void Velg Fusion Draw. It can be activated from turn 2 onward. If all the monsters in your constructor deck are Galaxy-type monsters, send up to 2 monsters, level 8 Dark... send up to 2 cards, level 8 Dark Attribute monsters, Dark Hole Device, and or Fusion from your hinted graveyard, then draw the same number of cards. If you send Void Velgear Requiem to the graveyard by this effect, you can also send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard once per duel. So this card, this skill requires Requiem and Dark Hole Device and Fusion. You know, I know it's called Void Velg, but I always say Void Velgear. I think that's probably because I watched the anime. I don't think Yugioh says Void Velg in the anime, or I don't think he says Void Velgear in the anime, but the planet they're from is called Velgear, so I'm probably mixing it up with that. Okay, with this specific iteration, I think Pot of Greed is better than Pot of Avarice. Negate Attack is no longer the best trap card. Need to add 2 copies of Dark Hole Device, because it only allows 2. Needs to add, probably, I don't know how many fusions I'm supposed to be adding. 2 copies of Hand Graveyard. Maybe I make 3 copies of Fusion? I'm gonna try 3 copies for now. I don't think this deck has room for Void Velg Airfling anymore. But I can add in Hammer Shot. Well, no, I think it's better to add Pot of Greed than Hammer Shot as the legend spell, because you don't really need Hammer Shot in this deck, because this deck has a ridiculous amount of attack already. Okay, now I need 3 copies of Dark Prophet. Let's see here. I guess I could filter by Dark Galaxies then. Dark Galaxy. Okay, so probably 2 copies of these. 2 copies of these, 2 copies of these. So I'll probably need 1 copy of that, 2 copies of Void Velg Apocalypse. I think the extra deck slots got recently bumped up to 7 from 6. I'm not entirely sure though. Okay, let's see here. I can probably get rid of Burst Ray, Blaster. Probably need to get rid of Tearfling. I do like the Equip Spell animation though. Unfortunately, Equip Spells kinda suck. To be fair, they also suck in the regular game as well. Okay, I need to get rid of 6 cards somehow. Right, I'm also no longer running Void Velg Elysium. Even though Elysium looks significantly cooler than Chrysor. Oh! Okay, that kinda sucks. Okay, Star Trancer and Chrysor are both limit 3, which means that they cannot be run with each other, which I'm very sad about, because Star Trancer, on top of being free, Star Trancer is ridiculously good. It's a level 6, and you send this card, this face-up card from your field to graveyard, special summon a Galaxy monster from your hand. If you summoned a level 8 monster, it gains 400 attack and inflicts piercing damage. Which you basically just use to cheat out one of your boss monsters and deal a crap ton of damage. I guess I have to get rid of that then. Well, since I get rid of that, maybe... No, the skill doesn't work with Tearfling. Because Tearfling is probably just run at like a 1-of, and the skill doesn't grab you Tearfling. Okay, which other cards do we get rid of? Hot! Okay, so let's see here. Can I sort by set? No, I cannot sort by set. Can I sort by set here? No, I cannot. Okay. Let's see. Are there any other Dark Galaxies that I need, or any Dark Galaxy support that I can put in? I don't think so. I'm not seeing anything else right now that is Dark Galaxy support, so this is probably it, which means that it is time to trim this deck. I could just run with a 34-card deck. I could get rid of a fusion, but I think it's probably better to run 3 fusion right now because the deck dumps a crap ton of cards into the graveyard. And this deck does have a real chance of decking out, especially now that I'm not using Pot of Avarice and Pot of Greed, so maybe it's better just to have a 34-card deck. Void, Velg, Fusion, Draw. Okay, that looks fine, I think. Watch Fusion Draw be censored for some reason. What do I want to put on here? Oh yeah, I recently got that and got this. What do I want to put onto here? Reincarnation Link Summon. Bolt Evac Device. I think I'll probably just put... Probably just do the stuff that I did last time. Maybe that. And then the mat can be Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. No, I think I want the card sleeves to be something else. Yeah, the card sleeves can be Rice Terrace Crisis. That looks fine. Speaking of Rice Terrace Crisis, I could probably add it. Rice. Why is it named the Rice, though? It explains why I only played Speed Duel at Duel Links and never played with Rush. It got released in 23. I do really like Rush. It's just we've been stuck in a Tier 0 format for the longest time because Konami barely updates this game mode. And like the tier 0 format was with like Metarion Asura Star mixed with the Gaia the Dragon Champion deck. That card was just so broken. Okay, now I need to add Compulsionary Evacuation Device plus Rice Terrace Crisis. When your opponent special summons a monster from hand to graveyard, change up to 2 face-up monsters on your opponent's field with whose level equal 12 or less to face-down defense position. So this can get rid of fusions, and I believe in Rush Duels, in order to activate fusion, the cards do need to be face-up, so this does stop it. And I imagine everyone's going to be playing fusions in this format, because that's the new hotness. Okay, what if I get rid of Shadow Sentinel and add Void Veil Apocalypse, whatever this thing is? Because for whatever reason, Shadow Sentinel doesn't have a Yugioh voice line, because I think that's Ulysses' monster for some reason. Also, I quit Duel Links when Master Duel came out. Fair. Master Duel is infinitely easier to make decks for. I was going to say get into, but no, not really. It is easier to make decks for than Duel Links. Duel Links deck building sucks. It's fine. I could get rid of Parafungus Colony. I think I've used Parafungus Colony's effect like once. It usually never comes up, but I guess I could just include it. If I need to get rid of Parafungus Colony for Burst Ray Gunner, then I can, but I don't think Burst Ray Gunner is that useful. Burst Ray Gunner is if you're not playing against a light attribute deck, you can turn your opponent's monsters into light attribute, and that makes Void Velgear Requiem better. But other than that, I don't think it's needed. Okay, that looks good. Now I'll make a light Galaxy deck. You know what's funny is I only recognize 2 of these voice actors. I only recognize Yugioh's voice actor. And I recognize Maddox's voice actor. If you watch Demon Slayer, his Japanese voice actor plays Tanjiro, and it's like the funniest thing. It's like the funniest coincidence. Actually, not really. His voice actor plays in a lot of stuff. It's just mostly known for Tanjiro. But I know him for this because I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s before I watched Demon Slayer, and it's like the funniest thing that I just recognize him in there. Okay, let me grab Galactica Order and copy this deck into another deck. Okay, and then I swap this with Galactic Fusion Draw. So what does Galactic Fusion Draw do? Set up the 2 level 7 light attribute monsters and their fusion from your hand to graveyard, then draw the same amount of cards. If you send Galactica Oblivion, you can also add 1 extra floor, Secret Order, or fusion from outside your deck to your hand. Okay, so since this does automatically add fusion, I think I could probably get away with running 2 copies of fusion in here. Arguably 1, but I'm going to run 2 in here for now. Okay. And then I can get rid of Cosmo Titan because I'm no longer playing the Cosmo Titan skill. And I can get rid of Buffered Slime. Probably. And get rid of Tribute to the Doomed. Because there's a better Tribute to the Doomed. Then I add 3 copies of Extra Explorer. And then probably 2 copies of Galactic Oblivion. And then, let's see here. What other funny galaxy things did I get? I know it's here somewhere. I just can't find it because I have trouble seeing purple, apparently. Where are the other galaxy fusions? Fine, I'll just filter by light galaxies. Okay, there it is. 2 copies of Extra Plasma and 2 copies of Galactica Fuse Eve. There is room for 1 more card, it's just I don't know what that would be. Maybe I just add... all 3 of these are equally good, though. Maybe I add 1 more copy of Galactica Fuse Eve, because it's kind of a utility card. It's probably fine. I don't want to run too many copies of Galactica Oblivion, because it is a boss monster, and it is more difficult to summon. I mean, to be fair, all of these monsters are really easy to summon, it's just Galactica Oblivion is somewhat more difficult to summon. And then I can add... This card doesn't do anything. What does this card do? This card doesn't do anything. I need to add 3 copies of Galactica Eve, which doesn't really do anything, but is needed for a fusion. And then, what else can I add? I think those were all the light galaxy stuff. I think that was all the light galaxy monsters that was added there. Oh, now I get to search through spell traps. Wait, what does this do? Push summon up 3 galaxy moon monsters from hand, face up to your field. That one doesn't do anything. You have 3 face-up galaxy-type moon monsters. Return 1 face-up level 8 or lower moon monster. On your opponent's field to hand. I don't know how useful this will be. I don't think it's worth its spell trap slot, though. Probably get rid of that. Probably get rid of that because I'm no longer using it. Probably Hammer Shot, since I don't have any boss monsters in my main deck that can easily get to a really high attack. If I need to swap it out for Pot of Grid, I will. But there's no point in running Pot of Avarice because Eternal Galactica Oblivion recycles cards anyways. That looks fine, I think. And then I can probably add... Does this do anything? Okay, Galactica Zyphos doesn't really do anything in this instance. I can summon search Rice. Oh. Get rid of that, add Rice. Add Evac. There we go. I should probably... Oops. What did I just do? Do that. Okay, that looks fine. This deck looks fine. It's a 34 card deck, which I would like to cut down a bit. Strange Traveler is not useful. 32 cards is probably fine, but I think I'd like to get rid of some spell traps. The problem is all of these spell traps are kind of needed. I could try getting rid of Meteor Charge because this deck doesn't really have a way to pierce. I think I'm just gonna run like this for now, but I might need to get rid of Meteor Charge. Okay, you can be... You can be Galactica Oblivion, and you can be Shooting Star Dragon, because that's probably space bait. And you can be... right? Eternal Galactica Oblivion. Okay. Did I change? No, I did not. Void Veil, Fusion Draw, and you can be... Void Velg Apocalypse, because Apocalypse is actually better than Gigantomachia. Because Gigantomachia is so clunky. Okay, next is Yuga's deck. I can grab 7-Star Road and copy it into... I need more deck slots for Yuga. He doesn't have enough. Maybe Magician's Shuffle, because I'm not using Magician's Shuffle anymore. And then I grab... Where did it go? Why does he have so many skills? Master Excel Road? Should I be sad that I ended up getting 7's Ultimate Witch and no Eternal Galactic Oblivion or Void Veil Gigantomachia? Well, to put it into perspective, you are very rarely going to be summoning Ultimate Witch because it's so difficult to summon. So perhaps... Perhaps. I think by setting one 7's Road Magician, 7's Road Witch, or Swordsman of Roadstar in your hand from turn 2 onwards, if all the tech monsters in your construct deck are spellcaster type. It doesn't mention the extra deck though, and it doesn't mention main deck. So that's a little confusing. Add up to 2 7's Road Magician, 7's Road Witch, Swordsman of Roadstar, and or Fusion from the deck to the graveyard. If you added 2 cards to your hand by this effect, you can also send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Oh, also send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Wait, so does that mean you can summon you can add multiple 7's Road Magician with the skill? Okay, let's see here. First of all, I think I get rid of one of these, so I can add the shinier one. Where are the spellcasters? Why is this not in alphabetical order, Konami? Why have you done this? I have no idea why this is not in alphabetical order. It is very confusing. Okay, then I add 2 of the Alt Art 7's Road. To be fair, I do actually like the default base 7's Road Magician artwork a little better. And I will add 1 7's Road Witch alt art in here, because I actually like the base artwork better. I have to find her though, Wishes. I'm big on Dark Galaxy and Void Velg, so that I didn't get the main fusion card for the deck. I'm back to grinding for gems. Oof, that's a feels bad there. Oh, I know how that feels. Why is there no card crafting in this game, Konami? Literally every single other card game that I've played has that. And don't get me wrong, I got enough cards from boxes to build the Yugioh deck. I'm getting too much, but I feel like I'm getting too much of the 7's Road. I do like 7's Road, but I like giant space dragons better. I think that's my mentality right now. Okay, let's get rid of... I don't know how useful Dark Sword Magician is. It's just like another boss monster that I can possibly use. I guess I'll just keep it in for now, and then if I need to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. Okay, Light Sorcerer... I don't think does anything anymore. Star Restart is pretty decent, but I think I'd rather run the XQD trap that I don't remember what it's called over this. I can get rid of Buffered Slime and negate attack because Emergency Evac exists. Okay, so let's add 3 copies of Strange Witch because that is the best card. And I'll add... probably 2 copies of Ultimate Witch and 1 copy of Master of 7's Road because they only give you 1 copy. And where is 7's Charming Witch? 7's Road Charming Witch I'll add 2 copies of. Actually, you don't even have room to run the 3rd copy. Are there any more cats that I can add? I don't think so, because I don't think any of the other cats do anything. Strange Magician does absolutely nothing. I think it's basically Strange Cat. Yeah, Strange Magician doesn't actually do anything, so I don't need to run it. Let's see here. Do I need to run Excel Wonder Splat? No, Excel Wonder Splat no longer does anything. Excel Wonder Flare does nothing. Maybe 3 copies of Mystic Dealer. I don't know if I run Wiz or the other 7's Roads spellcaster monsters. Strange Magician is indeed strange. Like, that effect must be useless. I have no idea what it's supposed to do. Because, like, looking at it, I want to say that you're supposed to use this to try to avoid widespread ruin, but it also makes the original attack become 0. And I'm like, what are you supposed to do with this? What is this card supposed to even be used for? It's even more worthless in Duel Links because Konami doesn't think that trap cards exist in this game, apparently. Hello, have a gorgeous day. Passing through card game player. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, what do these do? Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Change the original attack of 1 face-up level 8 or lower monster on your opponent's field with the same attack. With the same attack with the same... What? Change the original attack of 1 face-up level 8 or lower monster on your opponent's field with the same attack with this card to 0. Okay, so basically, it turns another monster with 1,000 attack to 0. Then if you have 7's Road Magician in your graveyard, you can draw 1 card. Okay, so what you're telling me is this card is completely useless. Gotcha. Aren't you, rush doing today, huh? Do you need to summon Ultima? Ultima Witch is 7's Road Witch plus 1 Magical Might or Spellcaster Fusion Monster. Can be used for... Well, the cat can be used to summon 7's Road Charmy Witch, but I already have Strange Witch for that, and Strange Witch is infinitely better. Let's see here. Oh wait, where did I get a shiny copy of Paladin from? Okay, apparently I have a shiny copy of 7's Road Paladin. I don't think any of these are actually good. Send 3 face-up monsters from your field to graveyard. Special summon 1 level 7 or lower spellcaster monster from your graveyard. Face-up field, special summon 7's Road Magician. Special summon 1 7's Road Witch. This is very high roll. I think Lily Slayer is probably better, but I could be wrong. What do you mean my deck does not fulfill the daily requirements? If all the effect monsters in the constructed deck are spellcaster monsters. Oh! Okay, wait. Did I really not run 7's Paladin? Okay, no, I can run 7's Paladin. I think, probably, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm a pigeon deck. Don't like you saying trap card doesn't exist. There is that. Let's see here. Okay, so we do that. What is a... Oh, okay, it's probably Karibot. I probably can't run Karibot in here. Even though that's a Yugi card. Okay, so that is really weird wording. It says all the cards in my constructed deck. For 1, the game never tells you what a constructed deck is. 2, it also doesn't specify main deck or extra deck. 7's Paladin is not a spellcaster monster, but for some reason I can use it in my constructed deck, even though it says I can't. So, go Konami localization. Okay, let's see here. Swing card from hand to graveyard, 1 face-up spellcaster in the field gains 1,000 attack. 7's Road already gets a crap ton of attack, so I don't think that's needed. Hammer Shot. Another copy of this. Can I use Recovery Force? Shuffle 3 spellcaster monsters from the graveyard into the deck, draw 1 card. I'll run 2 copies of this for now. If I need to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. Okay, that used Wind Attribute. Let's go Spell Traps. And then you can be Compulsionary Evacuation Device. I still have no idea what Mismatched Rivalry is doing in the Limit 1. Though, I can add 3 copies of Executing Writing here, which is significantly better than every other non-legend trap in this entire game right now, and I can run it because I'm not running any other Limit 3s. I could, instead of Pot of Greed, I could add Poly in here because some of the extra deck fusions are clunky, but I think I'm gonna add Pot of Greed in here for now, and if I need to switch it, then I can. And then... I think that's probably good for now. I might be able to get rid of this. Special summon 1 spellcaster type monster from the hand face field. This turn, the monster special summon cannot be destroyed by our opponent's card effects. This is an inaccurate line of text. This card says, this turn, the monster special summoned by this effect cannot be destroyed by widespread ruin. This is what this card says. This is the only thing this card says. I don't think I need to run it, though. Or maybe I run it and then get rid of one of my normal monsters here. I already have Earth attributes, so I can get rid of Earth Sorcerer. And I already have Water attribute here. Rice Terrace is also good. I could add Rice Terrace. Now that people are hopefully no longer playing Gaia Metarion, I can add Rice Terrace. Why is it... Where is this terrace and why is it made out of rice? Look at this terrace made out of nothing but rice. This is the riciest terrace that I've ever seen. Also, what is a terrace? Yeah, Gaia Metarion. Actually, can I run... I'm wondering if it's worth it to run... Where'd it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Wow. I'm wondering if it's worth it to run Buffered Slime. Actually, no. In this format where everyone's probably going to be using fusions, I don't think it's worth running Buffered Slime anymore. Especially when I have XQD riding here. Here we are. Here we are, a terrace is a patio. I thought it was one of those retractable awning things that you occasionally saw in commercials. I remember I saw a meta report with 98 Gaia Metarion, 1 Gaia, and 1 Shiro. The Tier 0 format do be Tier 0. And be Tier 0 for like 3 months because Konami refuses to update this game. Clouder is a pretty neat card. Let's see here. I don't think I need to do anything. Forever Freeze. Forever Freeze. Forever Freeze counteracts executive riding, so I don't think it's worth running it. Clouder is a fusion. Is it in the game? Clouder? What the heck is a Clouder? What is a Clouder? Okay. Fusion special summon one spellcaster normal monster from graveyard face up your field. If you special summon Strange Cat, this card also gains 1400 attack until the end of the turn. Unfortunately, I am not running Strange Cat, I am instead running Strange Witch. And I also don't really have room for it in Extra Deck. I think all my other Extra Deck monsters are probably better than me. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if I should get rid of Magic Curtain or not. Magic Curtain is neat, but it also makes my deck chunkier. Maybe I get rid of the Magic Curtain, and I'll get rid of a Recovery Force. I'll put one Recovery Force in here. If I need to get rid of it completely, then I will. I'll put the shiny Charmy Witch in here because I'm probably never going to be summoning Master of the Seventh Road. And the Cat Lover Seal Array also seems nice. Seal Array. Oh yeah, Seal Array. Seal Array, in that case, Seal Array is better than Recovery Force. I'll add one Seal Array in here. If I need to get rid of it, then I will. Master Excel Road, despite the fact that it does not play any Excel Wonder Magicians. I'm gonna run one copy of Dark Sword Magician in here in case I like need an extra boss monster. But if I need to get rid of it, then that's probably the first thing that I'm going to get rid of. Because as of right now, I'm not running any other boss monsters other than 7's Rogue Magician. At least in my main deck. Why is this not in alphabetical order, Konami? That'll make things so much easier. Is this the fire attribute? No, this is a light attribute. I already have light attribute, so I don't need this. Okay. The settings. What do I want to put on here? Maybe we can put the nerfed Dark Magician Girl using the censored card art into this card sleeve here. Because, you know, reasons. Because Konami does not like having fun. What do I put onto here? Maybe I just leave the Dark Magician Girl there. Okay, that's probably fine then. Sure, why not? Okay, that looks fine, I think. Sealer Ray, Spear. I'm not gonna use Yuga's deck first. I want to use the Galactica stuff first. And make sure this is the correct deck. Galactic Fusion Draw. Okay, I'm gonna go up against the AI here. Let's just go bully this Kappa. Okay, there we go. Oh, I have 2 copies of Galactica Oblivion in my hand. That's not good. Oh, I do have Galactic Power Eve in here. And I can use it to send this copy of that, and then I have another one. However, I can fuse now. Okay, yeah, never mind. This hand is actually kind of pretty good. So I do that. I summon... Oh, he says it's slightly shorter than all the other characters. And I summon this. I really hope Udius has got some more summoning animations. Okay, he doesn't even acknowledge Galactica Fuse Eve's existence. Galactica Fuse Eve does not exist. Okay. I'll place this on top of my deck because I want my fusion back. I love this summoning animation so much. It's so good. It's like, they kinda... It's almost 1-for-1 from the anime, except that they made it better. And you're not gonna turn on chaining on Rush Duel? I don't think you... Oh yeah, you actually can't. You actually can't turn chaining on in Rush Duel, because trap cards don't work like that. Actually, I don't even think you can chain in Rush Duel, because you can't activate more than one trap card in the same chain. Rush Duel don't have chain. Yeah, Rush Duel don't have chain. Okay. So, I could use up my entire hand just to summon this. However, I'm going to hold off on it because I'm versus an AI right now. under activation confirmation. Wait, no, Okay, oh yeah, here it is. For whatever reason, my settings got reset. I'll just turn it on for now. Okay, let's see here. First of all, I'll summon that. Okay, let's take bets on whether or not Eternal Galactica Oblivion has an animation. My bet is on no, because Konami hates rush duels. Here we go, moment of truth. Don't get too excited. It doesn't have a summoning animation. No. What do you mean? What do you mean no summoning animation? Yuma literally has like 3,000 different summoning animations. Meanwhile, Yurius only has one. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I think what I do here is use that. So that's the graveyard. Draw a card. Add a card to hand. Sure, why not? I can summon another Galactic card. Wait, I can summon this thing! Wait, no, I can't. I don't have fusion. Wait, no, this card gets me fusion. Because not the boss. It is actually the boss, though. Like, this card is like, for a while, this card was Udius's new boss. Like, new ace. Until, I think, like, rituals appeared. I mean, there's also Lord of Galactica Oblivion, which was his maximum monster, but I think he rarely summoned that. Okay, let's see here. First of all, I will summon... I'll summon that. It is like, it's not necessarily the boss, but it's like the boss evolution. Kind of like how Utopia has a bunch of different forms, and they gave all of those forms animations in this game. And I'll use that because I want to dump something. And then I'll summon this. I don't think this has an animation either. Exactly not the boss. Konami doesn't count as the first boss. Neither does Leo Utopia Ray, but Leo Utopia Ray still has an animation. Okay, let's see here. I got that to the graveyard, and then I add fusion to the graveyard, and then or to my hand. Then I add Transamu Rhynac. And then I can summon Black Gara Eve. And then I fusion again. Matter's just not added yet. I don't think they're going to add it later. I think they missed their window on adding it. It's so crazy that this card is just a rarity. With how good this card is. What's funny is that... Oh, he doesn't even acknowledge the existence of extra plasma. What's funny is that the English version of when Yuma and Astral summon Leo Utopia Ray, it doesn't have a voice clip for it. But the Japanese version has one because specifically the big English voice actors were probably not available or something. But I don't think they added it back either. After the fact. Wait, no, I should have... Okay, I should have used Secret Order. It's my mistake. Oh well, I can no longer use Secret Order. You know, I'll just use this. Let's just bully the CPU. Wait. No! It counts. It looks at both fields. It looks at both fields and destroys the highest one on both fields. What? Okay, it's a good thing I'm facing the AI, otherwise I probably would have just lost. So I do have the Chronicle Shiny Galactic Oblivion here. Okay, well now I know. Now I know not to do that. Okay, but if I draw another fusion, then I can summon Eternal Galactica again. Okay, I did not draw the fusion. Okay, I'll just put this AI out of me. Okay, so that was that. I know not to do it now. Let's actually start dueling. Okay, let's see here. Let's actually start with the PvP duels. My set character, yes. There we go. I do like this deck, it's just I don't know how to read. Not even in Rush Duels do I know how to read. Apparently it checks for both. Okay, I'm versus Yugioh. I think out of the 3 decks, the Light Galaxies are kind of the weakest one because they can't get past 3 set 3 pass. Oh, I bricked! I bricked! Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Konami? Why do you not like having fun? This is the new Brick Eyes, Brick Galaxy. Maybe I do need to get rid of Meteor Charge, because, oh, that was terrible. I mean, for Rush Duel first turn, like, that's not too bad. It's not too bad, except when you consider that your opponent might be running Dragius. Then you just die. Okay, so he's running Seven's Road Sorcerer. Unfortunately, Seven's Road does have a way to deal piercing damage, and Transamu Efurai barely has any defense. And I drew no trap cards, because trap cards, they don't exist according to Konami. You know, the X-Cutie what's-its-face would have been real useful for right now, even though I'm running 3 of them. Actually, no, I'm not running 3 of them. That's a different deck. Never mind. Maybe I do need to get rid of some spell traps. Oh, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. He got like Master of Seven's Road. He just immediately somehow drew into Master of Seven's Road. He can't inflict piercing damage because he doesn't have enough spellcasters in the graveyard. That way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he doesn't have enough spellcasters in the graveyard. So he can't use his piercing. No, he's attacking that one. Okay, I just died. Why have you done this? Why have you done this, Konami? What the heck is this? What am I looking at? Where are my monsters, Konami? They're not here. I'll send that to the graveyard. I got Secret Order, which is not ideal. What do I do with this hand? How does this hand work, Konami? Okay, so I summon that thing, and then I use this thing. And then that happens, and then maybe I summon this. And then I use that. Actually, no, I think I made a mistake. I should not do that. Actually, no, this is still fine. I'm gonna activate... Why am I not able to activate that? Why am I not allowed... Okay, I guess I can't activate that. I guess I'll just set this. Go, attack! It does 4 piercing damage. I mean, I'm still dead. I only have 1 monster on my field because apparently my monsters, they don't exist. Okay, I think... Yeah, I have way too many spell traps. I think I get rid of Meteor Charge. Maybe I have to get rid of Universal Storm. Maybe I even get rid of a copy of Fusion. Because I can't do anything else. Wait, this isn't once per duel? Why is this not once per duel, Konami? Why have you done this? Okay, I just lose. I just lose because my deck doesn't work. Why did you make that skill not once per duel? Meanwhile, mine is once per duel? What? Okay, so I need to revamp this deck massively. Maybe I even get rid of a copy of Fusion. Because I'm running way too many spell traps in here. I'm running way too many spell traps and apparently high-level monsters. Which is weird because I'm only running 6. But apparently that's still too many. Maybe I get rid of a Universal Storm. Because I apparently have way too many spell traps in this deck. Please, I wish to duel something else. I wish to duel something other than the same deck over and over. Maybe I can drop a Secret Order for trap card. Because Secret Order doesn't work on Extra Explorer anymore. Okay, so let's see here. Well, I guess I'll just do that. I don't need to activate my skill just yet, because it doesn't exactly do anything. What does this card do again? I don't remember. Just 1 spell trap card. I guess I can destroy that. What do you mean it got rid of my trap? Of all the cards it gets rid of my trap? What am I supposed to do? How do I stop my opponent now? I don't have any traps. Because Konami refuses to add trap cards to this game. They don't exist. I think I just lose now. I can't do anything. I can't do anything versus the Master of Seven's Road. I don't think this deck is aggressive enough. Okay, I think I just lose here. I can't get past Master of Seven's Road, and he's just gonna like OTK me. And even if he doesn't, and I somehow get rid of his Master of Seven's Road or whatever, he's just gonna summon another one next turn. Okay, I think this deck needs more options. This deck needs more defensive options, I think. Let's see. So I think I get rid of maybe an Epirai, and I need to add some more traps. Need to somehow add more traps. But Forever Freeze doesn't get rid of... Forever Freeze doesn't stop Seven's Road Magician, though. Buffered Slime doesn't stop Seven's Road Magician either. Music Princess Recital doesn't stop fusion monsters either. So maybe what I do is I get rid of that. I add this one back in. And then I grab an Executing Writing. That way I have at least some more defensive options. And then... Wait, what happened to my... Okay, here's my Legend Trap. That way I can at least have another trap card that might be able to do things. Okay, that might be fun. I'm gonna go with this, but if it doesn't work, then I might just have to switch over to the Dark Galaxy deck. I actually don't really like... I know that it's good for the game, but I don't like how you can just get a free copy of the event deck to use in PvP. Meanwhile, I have to spend all of my gems just to make the deck, which I think is actually really lame. I mean, it's good for the game, but... like... I just kind of just spent all of my gems for nothing because you get it for free anyway. Okay, so I've got an extra floor. I do that. I do that. I do that. I'm going to hold this in my hand now. I'm just gonna hold that into my hand because I don't think it's worth bringing it out. Why did you make this skill not once per turn, Konami? Why have you done this? Why is my opponent able to use this every turn? Did you not learn your lesson from Super Poly Heroes? Okay, so I can compose something. If he fusion summons, I can compulse it. He got rid of the fusion from his hand, so he probably has another one. I don't really care if he... What do you mean he did fusion? Okay, well that doesn't matter because all my monsters are in defense position anyways. Sand sucks. Holy crap, this hand sucks. Stop that, that's not allowed. I think I send both these. Add card hand, yes. We'll add... I want to add this. But I think it'd be better to grab the extra plasma. That fusion? No, I do not have fusion, so... Actually, no, I can't grab the extra plasma because I don't have fusion. Wait, what do I do now? I can't even summon this! Well, I can at least get rid of one of his, spell traps. Ah, take that! And this goes face down. And then I can summon that. And then these two goes face down. I at least have a fusion. So I can attack this. What do you mean he has another spell trap? What do you mean negate attack? Stop it, that's not allowed. Okay, you let that one go through, but now that I know that his face down here I need to get rid of before I attack, because it's something really bad. Why can you do that multiple times per turn? Wow! Okay, so he has a Mystic Dealer. I can bounce something back. Okay, so that's a Seven's Witch. I don't care about those Seven's Witch right now. So now he's going to special summon something in his hand, but I can just bounce that using Crisis. Like that! My trap cards, they actually do something for once! I don't know if he has the cat. Okay, he has Roadstar, which is not going to do anything. He can't use fusions because I'm pretty sure you need them to be face up. Get out of here! No one likes you! And now he can't do anything! Because I know that he's not going to fuse because he doesn't have fusion. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here, I can add that. I can add this. I can summon these two and summon Eternal Galactica Oblivion, but I don't think it's a good idea. Because I need to get rid of that trap card. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where's my extra floor? It's not here. Okay, that's fine. That's annoying. That is actually really annoying. I still do have executing writing. Actually, now that I think about it, I should not have set this. I forgot how executing writing works. I need face up. This deck is so awkward. Why? Of course he goes after the XQD riding. Even though I have 3 other cards. I do still have Secret Order, so that's good, but... I thought I would be able to get the extra Flora. I guess it's a good thing that I didn't summon Eternal Galactic Oblivion. Because it just would have been stopped by the negate attack. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Konami? Okay, I just need to grab one of my boss monsters and I should be set. I do have Galactica Eve in my hand, so I can fuse that into a Galactica Fuse Eve. In fact, I probably should have done that earlier. Why do you have infinite monsters? Where are my infinite monsters, Konami? Ow. Ow. Why did he use that? Okay. Okay, I got an extra 4, but... Okay, what I can do here is... I can send one copy of extra 4 to the graveyard. I already have fusion, so I can send fusion to the graveyard. And then... I summon that. Universal Storm doesn't do anything, because of course it wouldn't. And go extra 4. And add this to hand. Add this to hand. Then activate Secret Order. I'm running out of cards. And I summon that. Then I fusion. Maybe I should have done something else. And I shuffle that. That. No. That. And then that. And then this. No, this. Holy moly! What? What the heck? Oh! It's so huge! Go! Eternal Galactic Oblivion! Attack! What? What? What the? That's amazing! I was burning every single brain cell that I had. I was burning every single brain cell that I had, but it didn't. I won. I one-shot my opponent with my gigantic 8,000 attack vanilla beat stick. Holy crap, that was amazing. Okay, that was fun. That was fun. I think I understand a bit more of how this deck works. I'll play one more game of this, and then I'll swap over to the Galaxy deck, or the Dark Galaxy deck. It doesn't get enough. It doesn't get more attack than what the Yuga Maximum does, though. Because Yuga Maximum is very mean. Ah, my hand! My hand is terrible! My hand is slightly better. Okay. Do that. I'll set this. I'll set that. I'll keep the extra floor in my hand for now because I can use that as discard fodder. Oh, he just has that every single turn. That's really annoying. I do think that, like, should at least limit that skill to, like, once or even twice per duel. I don't think it should be unlimited. He's running Light Sorcerer, which interferes with Lone Star Magician. Oh my gosh, stop! Please! Well, he isn't able to pierce this turn, and he can only get rid of 2 of my monsters. And I don't need any of these. Well... I would rather have Line out. What do you mean? What do you mean he just draws into Magical Stream because reasons? And of course he attacks that one. The one that I didn't want to destroy. So proud of you. Spar Freeman, hello, welcome back to the stream. Okay, I got some cards now. Okay, let's see here. Add one Galaxy monster on fusion. Hold your hand. Send that and that to the graveyard. I'm gonna grab this. I'll summon this though. I'll grab this. Then, I just need to think. This one, this fusion, I want the extra core though. I think I want the extra core. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think it's better if I go into black. Wait, no, I can't because I don't have fusion. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or more Galaxy monsters. I sequenced this wrong. Okay, so I think what I can do now is I'll summon that and grab these 2, get my fusion. No, that doesn't grab me fusion again. I'm thinking so hard! I don't know what I'm doing! I'm not used to this deck at all! And I summon that. And I summon this. And I summon this. And I run out of cards. I'm gonna grab this back. Do I attack now? I could just attack now and save my fusions. No. I think I extend further. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? And then I Secret Water. Go attack! Attack! Attack again! Maybe I shouldn't have overextended, because I think I used up a bunch of... I don't know if I have any more fusions. Oh yeah, I don't have any more fusions in my deck. So, maybe I should not have overextended like that. Maybe I should... You know what? Maybe I should have went into an Eternal Galactic Oblivion instead. Because I have a crap ton of Galaxy monsters in my graveyard now. And that would have dealt more damage. I don't know if it would have finished him off, though. It didn't really count. He's thinking. He's thinking. He's either thinking or he's BSing. Okay, he's got the Seven's Road Witch again, which I might spell trouble. Okay, he's about to summon the Charming Witch, of which I cannot attack over because none of my stuff have stuff that... Actually, no, I can't attack on this. Okay, so he dumps one, he dumps two. He's going to attack this, but chances are he's probably gonna have like a negate attack or something, because they always do. They always have negate attack. Okay, so I have Universe Storm here. And I can just destroy that. Ha! Let's go! Your spell traps, they do nothing to me. Unfortunately, still not as exciting as summoning Eternal Galactic Oblivion, though. Eternal Galactic Oblivion is infinitely more funny. Okay, I'm gonna try the Dark Galaxy deck now. First, I'm gonna test it versus the AI. Let's test it versus this Chupa dude. Oh, my hand! My hand, it hurts! It hurts so much! Wait, why is buffered slime in here? I think I just died. I can't do anything. I don't know why buffered... Right, it's fine. It's fine because I thought I was facing an actual player in this game. Okay, so I know now I can get rid of buffered slime because no one is using level 8 or lowers now. Dark Prophet, no! Okay, so can I draw something, please? Can I draw something? That'd be very nice. Okay, if you face up Dark Attribute, Galaxy, Fusion Monster, and Field, and what in hand? Okay, weird. Destroy all monsters in the field and one marker. Galaxy monster. Okay. Buffered slime, Universe Storm. Okay, so I can use this. Send both of these. Oh, my cards! I can finally add fusion. Do I have fusion yet, though? I don't even have fusion! Where's my fusion? Where's fusion, Konami? Fusion doesn't exist! Okay. Okay, so I think I know what to do now. I need to get rid of buffered slime, and maybe I get rid of copy of Universe Storm. That is, I am opening way too many spell traps with this deck. I guess I'll just use this to use space. Ow. Where are my cards? Why do they not exist, Konami? Sure. Grab that. Summon this. I cannot summon this! Why am I not able to use this effect, Konami? Where are my fusions? Why are they not? Where are my monsters? They're not here. Okay, now I can activate this. This deck is so ridiculously awkward. Okay, so what are my fusions looking at right now? I need to somehow grab Void Veil Globule or Dark Prophet. I don't have Dark Prophet. How do I get Dark Prophet? Okay, I need Dark Prophet. Why do I have two Dark Prophets in here? And I need a Price Sealer. Maybe I do need Pot of Avarice in this deck, because I keep dumping all of my materials in graveyard. I don't really have a way to get them back. So already this, I think this deck is more awkward to use than Light Galaxies. Ow! Okay, I can finally fusion summon. I can finally fusion Shokan. Okay. Some up to 2 cards. Draw the same number. Some Void Bell, Requiem, and also some top 2 cards. Okay. I want this fusion in my hand, so I think what I do here first is activate Dark Prophet to return Requiem, Globule, and Globule to my deck. Grabbing this fusion here. And then I can either summon Dark Void Protostar or Apocalypse. I got rid of all of my monsters in graveyard. I'll send that to my graveyard. Can I draw something? Okay, I got Requiem. You know what? I think it's better if I just go into Apocalypse. Go! Fusion! Here we go! Apocalypse! Yep, again, no summoning animation. Why would there be one? Sage. Let's see here. So one card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, this card means 1,000 attack. This special card, you can have one dark hole from the graveyard hand. Sure, why not? I'll send Requiem to the graveyard. This will just add Dark Hole Device. Sure, I'll activate Dark Hole Device. It's kind of disappointing that Yugioh doesn't have... Let's summon this back. What if I summon this back? Kind of disappointing that Yugioh doesn't have a voice line for Dark Hole Device, considering that it is his card. Okay, what if I do this? Okay. I think I know a combo here. What if I do this? What if I summon Dark Prophet? I activate Dark Prophet. I return Requiem, Pale Rider, and Cataphracts to my deck. That way, I return Fusion to my hand. Then I normal summon Globule. Return monsters. I don't want to return monsters. And I'll return 2 Parafungus colonies. No, I'll return 1 Parafungus colony and a Cataphract to my deck. Then I use Fusion. Then I go into Protostar. Well, you're telling me that Yugioh has a Protostar voice line, but Extraplore doesn't? Then I can add Dark Prophet again, just because. Then I summon back Requiem. Holy crap! What was that turn? I somehow turned my my board from nothing, into 2 fusions and Requiem. I kinda wanted that Chrysler, but oh well. Go attack! Okay, I understand how this deck works now. You know all these little red nubs. That I can use to go into the box again. Okay, I think I know what to do now. First of all, I get rid of Fusion Draw. I can't use Execute in here because this deck requires me to have 3 copies of Chrysaor. So maybe I just run a 33 card deck. I don't have any more traps though. This deck really needs more traps. But I can't because all of the traps suck if you're specifically not running pigeons. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to run with this. I can get rid of 1 copy of Universal Storm. If I need to add it back, then I will add it back. If I need to add it back and get rid of the Hopulus, then I will. But as of right now, I don't think that's necessary. Wait, what? Why did I... What do you mean I can pull from this again? What do you mean? There's literally nothing else to pull. It just gave me a free pull and there's nothing else to pull? What? Lame. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll use this one. Yeah. I do like the Galaxy Fusions. The Galaxy Fusions are really fun. I don't know if they're better than Seven's Road Fusions, though. Especially since everyone keeps using Seven's Road Fusions. Everyone keeps using Seven's Road, so maybe the Seven's Road is just better. Oh my. Well, I have a fusion in my hand, but it's not like I can summon this. He summoned at an attack position, which is somewhat concerning. I have evacuation device, but unfortunately I'm going second, which means that this is not going to do anything. I just have to hope that he doesn't fuse now. Okay, he set a card, he's not fusing. Okay, he's not fusing. I just have to hope that neither of these is the magical stream thing. Void here, Velgear Globule, which is not exactly what I want. Most card, that, add fusion. Just shuffle this back. Perfect. It is not the one I wanted. It is not the one that I wanted. Can't use Dark Prophet either. I don't have enough cards in my graveyard. How do I get fusion? How do I get fusion though? Your deck doesn't work, Konami. Now I can use it, but it's dumped in the graveyard, so I can't use it anymore. In case he has like a battle trick, I'm gonna attack Witch first. I do have 2 traps that I can use. When he special something from the hand or graveyard, I can use that. And if he fusion summons, I can unfortunately darn! I can't attack over this now. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I didn't attack at the Seven's Road then. But he's apparently running Curtain of Sparks for some reason. Okay, you fool! You've used fusion! I have a compulsionary evacuation device. Your shiny Seven's Paladin! It does nothing. And I still have Rice Crisis, in case he special summons something. Oh, hello! Hello, combo! Okay, first of all, I don't have anything I want to send to the graveyard. So first of all, I'll summon this Dark Prophet. Do I have anything that gets rid of spell traps? Yeah, Dark Pool in graveyard. Okay, this doesn't do anything. I could summon Theogonia, but I don't really want to. I'll return that, and that. Because I kind of want the other ones in my graveyard. I have Dark Hole in my graveyard, so I can use that. But I have to get rid of Chrysler first. Wait, I can summon Gigamantia! I can summon Gigamantia this turn. So, if I summon that first... Yeah, I'm not gonna be super fancy, I'm just gonna summon this. And use that, summon this. You know what, I'm just gonna summon Gigamantia. I don't need to. It'd probably be better if I didn't, but I'm going to summon it because I think it's funny. Probably my mainstream games are those kind of basing gems. Does Yugioh have a mainstream game? Isn't the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainstream game just Yu-Gi-Oh? If you have to be specific, then it'd probably be Master Duel. I have no idea if this has a summoning animation or not. It probably doesn't, but I really hope that it does. Also, Izaki, hello, welcome to the stream. Now, the mainstream Yu-Gi-Oh! Game is clearly Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Go Wheelie Breaker thing for the Nintendo Wii. It doesn't have it, okay, it doesn't have it. I'll destroy that. Get out of here! Yo, attack! Hey, let's go! I didn't need to summon the Gigantomachia, but I did because I wanted to, and it's funny. It doesn't need another reason to be summoned. So, like, Yuga has his maximum monster that has a summoning animation, but none of the other characters have summoning animations other than just their basic ace monster that they came with. So, I don't know what the other summoning animations are gonna be for. Hopefully Manabu gets one later, because eventually his salamander thing that I don't remember what it's called because it's named really weirdly. Oh, I'm just dead. I'm just dead here. I can't do anything. Konami, what did you do to my hand? What did you do to my hand, Konami? None of these cards do anything. I can get rid of his maximum. What does this one do? Okay. I'm gonna send this one and that one. Believing you're somewhat decent plot armor. Did I send Fusion to the graveyard? Okay, send Fusion to the graveyard. I sent Dark Prophet to the graveyard too, which means that I can't fuse right now. I need Dark Prophet for Pale Rider and Globule. And Chrysler. Dark Prophet is used for literally everything. Oh well, I guess it's just time to dump more cards into my graveyard. Oh, my cards! All of my cards are going to the graveyard. Go attack. What do you mean, card restoration? Oh no, he's just one card away from summoning maximum next turn. I can't do anything versus maximums. Wait. Wait, I can compulse his maximum back. And that only gives him his middle maximum back. What do you mean, Pot of Avarice? Unfortunately, this deck has a difficult time getting over maximums. Well, no, I can summon Requiem under certain circumstances. Cyberses are light attributes, so if I summon Requiem, then it can attack over his maximum. Why do you have infinite Exodias? Okay, he's set 1. He's set 2. Okay, so I can just emergency back that one. What do you mean it gives him all the cards? What? What? That's not how that works. It should only give him 1 card. How does this game work, Konami? Explain to me how this game works. It doesn't work. Why is your game broken, Konami? Okay, fine. Fine. Blech. Let's see here. Okay, so I don't have a way to get a fusion this turn. So I guess I just activate this. Ugh, that's annoying. I guess you just add this back. Equal to the number of dark arts you can monsters. Okay, I guess I just grab this back. Turn that, and Dark Pocket. What do you mean I can't activate its effects? Why am I not able to activate its effects, Konami? How does this work? What? Okay. Why am I not allowed to attack? You gave that guy 11 bajillion traps, meanwhile I can't use any? What is this? What is this selective preference, Konami? What is this selective deck? My cards, they don't do anything, Konami! Okay, well, whatever. Apparently evacuation device doesn't work correctly. Because I'm pretty sure it just returns the middle maximum to my opponent's hand, and then their maximum just dies. Because, like, that's how it works for fusion monsters. It doesn't randomly bring everything back. And I'm pretty sure that's also how... stuff like Hammer Shot works. I don't know how this works. Konami, fix your game. It makes literally 0 sense. Okay, I do have Pot of Greed, so that's good. I don't have anything to use it with, though. I do have Fusion, but I don't have anything to use Fusion with. If I somehow grab the Apocalypse, I can somehow... I can... use this turn, but I need to somehow grab Apocalypse. Or... not that one! I don't like that one. Okay, so I'll send these two to the graveyard. Where is Dark Prophet? Why does Dark Prophet not exist, Konami? I do have Dark Hole device in my graveyard, but I need Dark Prophet in order to activate it. Just set that. And I'll summon that. I'll set that, and I'll summon this. And enter the deck, draw Fusion. I literally just have to hard draw Fusion for Dark Prophet. This deck doesn't work without it. I do have Fusion, but it doesn't do it by itself because Requiem doesn't have a Fusion. Well, it does. It has a Fusion with Void Veld Pale Rider, but Konami forgot to put that in the game for some reason. Okay, so I can Rise Terrace Crisis something. Light Galaxies tend to special summon from the graveyard a lot. Okay, so you did literally nothing. Let's go! I won despite the fact that I bricked. Still really think this deck needs more trap cards, because I keep getting OTK'd by like random things. It's like, this deck really needs specific archetype trap cards, because like, most of the trap cards are specific archetype related, like, for example, there's this one trap card for machines, in which you need to shuffle back 3 machine monsters from your graveyard back into your deck, and then turns 1 monster your opponent controls to defense position. Okay, so I got Dark Prophet, but I don't have Fusion. I'm thinking that maybe I just keep the Dark Prophet in my hand and just summon Chrysaor normally and just do a bunch of attacks. Actually, no, that doesn't work because Chrysaor needs multiple monsters in my opponent's field to do its stuff. I'm just gonna dump this to the graveyard, because if I summon anything, my opponent's just gonna summon this baby next turn. It's not, and I'm just gonna die. Why do you keep giving me really weird cards, Konami? I guess we'll just summon that in attack position. Okay, he has... Okay, so he has emergency back in his hand. Which means that I can't summon any of my boss monsters. Meanwhile, I get literally nothing. What does my skill do again? I don't remember. If you send Void Veil Requiem, you can also send the top 3 cards from your deck to graveyard. Okay. I'm about to take massive damage. Why did I summon this in attack position? Why did I decide to do this? Master will debuff, more gems spent equal more rock priority. And he just has the fusion. Meanwhile, I have literally nothing. I have a 1500 attack vanilla beat stick that doesn't do anything. I think I should have just set everything. I'm about to take massive damage. Why are you like this? Why did you add 0 trap cards to the game, Konami? They're trap cards, they don't do anything. Ow. My Parafungus colony also doesn't do anything in the graveyard either. Maybe I should just get rid of Parafungus colony because it's not doing anything. I've never used... Well, I've used its effect, like, basically once. Since it came out, and that's literally it. Okay, I have Dark Hole Device, but how do I get Fusion, though? How do I get Fusion, Konami? That one... That one, I have to get rid of my Dark Prophet, don't I? I have to get rid of my Dark Prophet! That's a hand, grab Priceor back. So a 0-1 ratio. This isn't gonna work either, because it's just going to compulse it. And then I have literally nothing. How is this fair, Konami? I did literally everything right, and I can't, and nothing happens because my opponent just happens to have a compulse. Why? Alright, Mr. Bandit Keith, disabling your entire dual disc, somehow getting into fusion, Seven's Road Magician, and Swords Landstar, what's his face, plus Compulsionary. I see how it is. I think we're about to enter another Tier 0 format, but not with the deck that I thought was going to be. But no, because of the Seven's Road Magician deck that disables its deck shuffler. Okay, meanwhile my hand is super garbage. Okay, so that's 25,000, 2,500 defense monster. Can't put a bleed here. Not what I wanted. Send. I want this though. I just have to send that. Hello, Dark Prophet with no fusions? You gave the other deck fusion. You let the other deck search fusions willy-nilly. Where's my fusion, Konami? Well, luckily I do have the Rice Terrace, so, which is pretty good versus... Oh, it's not the monster I thought he said. It's pretty good against Light Galaxies, so next time we special something from the hand of Graveyard, which pretty much is the entire point of Light Galaxies, then I can just use this. And you can't activate Fusion with face-down monsters for some reason, because reasons. I think you can still activate polymerization. Okay, I need something that pierces. Oh, hello, Dark Hole device. I don't need it, so I'm just gonna send it to the graveyard. Fusion! Okay, I have a fusion. Whoa, wait! I can use this now. Do I have 3 Dark Galaxies? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have 3 Dark Galaxies. Could be any Dark Galaxies in my graveyard, so I can just use this. Return to the deck. Return to the past now! And I grab Fusion. My opponent has 0 trap cards, so I don't have to worry about anything. And I just use Fusion. Go! Void Velg Apocalypse! Wait, I can add back the Dark Hole device from my deck and blow up with all of his monsters. I'll send Colony and grab Dark Hole device. I will be blowing up my Requiem, but that literally doesn't matter. No. Like that! And I just summoned these 2 Cataphracts again, and he just dies. Dark Hole device! Your set 3 pass! It does nothing! Where's your set 3 pass now, huh? Punk! Your set 3 pass, it does nothing! Void Velg Apocalypse is fun. It's kind of fun, it's just... I need to draw the fusion first, and specifically, Dark Hole device needs to be in the graveyard, but if that happens, then the fun things happen. Card pack, Eternal Galactic. I already pulled everything! There's nothing left to pull! There's nothing left to pull in this box! I already pulled everything! I already have 3 copies of everything! Why did you give me this? It does nothing! Okay, well, I mean... that's annoying. It's annoying, gave me like 5 more Eternal Galactic loads. I could have saved... Oh, I could have saved 2,500 gems. It was actually ridiculously more. I forgot that it gave you these free ones. Okay, well I got another Ultimate Witch. It doesn't do anything, but I got another Ultimate Witch. I have 4 Ultimate Witches now. Why do you punish people who spend immediately, Konami? Stop this. Okay, I got Universe Storm, but that literally doesn't matter because I have, like, apparently 6 of these, including 2 shiny ones. I do like this deck. This deck is pretty fun. It's like one of the reasons why I'm kind of reluctant to use the Seven's Road deck, because everyone is playing it for some reason. I'm one of those contrarians that don't like using the same deck as everyone else, and also I don't like mirror matches. Okay, so I got Cataphract, Yugioh Duel, Considerate. Ugh, this hand is terrible. I'd rather not draw 2 Globules, so I guess I'll just do that. I'm gonna keep the Chrysler in my hand because Seven's Road does not have a way to pierce during turn 1 or 2. Or at least it might be really difficult for Seven's Road to pierce during turn 2. Okay, a card has been thrown. 2 cards have been thrown down. We have Dark Hole Device, but it doesn't exactly do anything right now because my opponent doesn't have anything. No, I don't think I've summoned Trigonia yet. I might be in a little bit of trouble. Well, we can't pierce this turn. I don't want it then. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's not ideal. I guess I'll just send that draw card. His chicken nuggies! His chicken nuggy Wi-Fi is being all weird. His chicken nuggy machine. That's the first time this entire stream that someone's chicken nuggy machine has started going on the fritz. The Dark Galaxy FTK is too strong. It's so strong that it busted his chicken nugget machine. Kinda surprised that I haven't ranked up full yet. I've been playing a bunch of duels so far. I'm having a great time. Hopefully everyone here's having a great time. Although it's still not as zany as summoning that 8,000 attack Eternal Galactica Oblivion. I do like Galaxies better. However, I think Dark Galaxies are just better. Okay, so I've got Rocket and Pysior, but I have no way of summoning this. Okay, I'm gonna send that, and this to the graveyard. Wait, no, I just send these to the graveyard. Gotcha. Dumpy them. Ah, these are not the cards that I'm looking for. Okay, so he has an evacuation device, which means that I can't summon these. I don't have anything else. I can't summon anything because my hand is terrible. I don't have anything in my hand and I can't get rid of his face downs. Maybe I have to add back the Galaxy MST, because everyone is using way too many face downs now. Except for me, because I can't run any. I think I'm just dead here. I can't do anything. Oh yeah, I just died here. I can't do anything. Because I have really weird things in my hand. I need to somehow draw into a Dark Hole Device. or I need to go into... I need to somehow get into Avoid Valgear Apocalypse. Protostar might do something, but I don't think it will. Why does he have infinite cards? Why don't I have infinite cards, Konami? Why are you like this? What am I supposed to do? You have evac, meanwhile I get nothing? Okay. I think I just lose this. I think I just lose this one. He has too much stuff. He has too much stuff plus evac, and I don't have a way of getting rid of evac. And then so the next big play I do, he's just gonna get rid of it. I guess I just grab back the Universe Storm. And this is a little risky, but I'm gonna get rid of the Apocalypse. Unfortunately, there's no way I could have gotten past that, because I would have summoned my boss monster, and we just evacs that, and then I just die. Which means that I need to summon 2 boss monsters, but I won't have enough resources to summon the second one. I can't use Dark Hole Device either, because it requires me to summon a boss monster. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Konami? I think I just died here. I can't do anything. My deck, it woke up and it chose violence. I don't want to, but I think I have to keep off using my hand. Because if I get rid of these two, he's just going to attack over it and I'm going to take the crap ton of damage. Why are you like this? He attacks with the 600 one! Because you know reasons. Okay, I need to somehow grab... Okay, so I have Compulsionary Device, but I don't have Fusion. Fusion does not exist. What do you mean he also has Compulsion Device? In this case, it's fine. Okay, there's Fusion. There's Fusion, but, I mean, it's not like I can use it. Let me grab this. This one's probably better. He's gonna compulse this, but it's fine because I have a globule. It's fine, I have a globule, I can just summon this back. And even get my cards back from that. So actually that kind of helped me. Turn that. No, not that. Okay, don't return this. Turn that. Turn that. Yes, fine. I could just summon the Parachute Colony and get rid of the Meteor Lava. That way he has less materials. I do have a Compulsionary Evac, which gets rid of something. My Rice Terrace! No! I wanted it! That. I wanted my Rice Terrace, but to be fair, this deck doesn't, the Dark Galaxy deck doesn't special summon that much, at least not anymore, without the level 6, I think? But I do have a Compulse, so whatever he does... Whatever he summons, I can just bounce back. Would have preferred to also have my Rice Terrace, though. Maybe I shouldn't have summoned my pair from this colony attack pitch. Let's summon it back. He's not able to attack over this, though. What if I just leave this here and not do anything? Because what is it gonna do? Attack into my mushroom? I take 1500 damage, and that's basically it. And he can't attack over the Chrysaor anyways. So I'm gonna wait until he summons another Chrysaor, I guess. And that I can compass. Maybe I shouldn't have let him shuffle those cards. In hindsight, I should not have let him. Oh well. So he did compulse me. So he doesn't have compulse anymore. And send that to the graveyard. What is my graveyard right now? I have these. So I can send these two to the graveyard. No problem. Oh, hello! Universe Storm. Get out of here! He probably doesn't have anything left, but I mean, there's no point not to get rid of this. Okay, so there's a fusion. Turn that, and that, and that. Grab this. Then I can summon this. I actually kind of like how complicated this is now. That. And that. I actually really like how complex Rush Duels are right now. There's like, sequencing is really important. Go! Fusion! What if I summon a second one? What if I summon a second one? Okay, so, Globule, these two, these three. What about the second one? I just got like half of that. Fusion Shokan! And then I just... But what if I summon this one as well? Go! Attack! Hey! Holy crap! I just went from a 0 field to 2 fusion boss monsters plus Requiem. Holy crap, that was amazing. Oh my... Holy crap, that was amazing. Oh, I like this deck. This deck is fun. Okay, I'll grab these. Give me my gems, give me my ticket, give me my... whatever card this is. It's probably gonna be something that I already have. Alpha Burn Drake, Ants Giving. Holy crap, that was really fun. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it there for today. For next week, I'm not entirely sure what the schedule is going to be because I am encountering some PC problems on my PC, so I might have to take it in to get it looked at. It shouldn't take as long as the last time that I had to take my PC in, but that is going to be there, so it might interrupt next week's streams, but I'll put the schedule up as soon as I'm able to. But that's gonna be it for me for today. Wait, I need to end the poll. The Space Cat with personality 1. The Space Cat with personality 1. Right. And Kemi got tied for second place with a really tall alien with Chupa 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 being at the end. Okay, but I'm gonna end it there for today. So, if you've been watching for this long, thank you for watching. I've been Kenyaki. You've been beautiful, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.